All right, y'all. So yesterday, our very own Charla was on The View with the ladies of The View. You guys were discussing Joe Biden and Joe Biden pardoning his son, Hunter Biden. Let's take a listen to the clip.
When Joe Biden does something, everybody clutches their pearls. My question is, what is it that makes people flip out with Joe, but we don't have the same kind of thing?
Well, I don't think people are flipping out with Joe. I think Democrats are flipping out with Joe because Democrats believe that they don't represent what he's currently representing. But that's just not true. That's why I say they stand on this moral high ground that simply does not exist. And I think this is also the problem when we pick sides, right? We've turned political parties into teams. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Ain't nobody more delusional than me. But when it comes to political parties, if you pick a side, right, if you say you're a Democrat, if you say you're a Republican, you refuse to be objective about anything.
But that's not a monolith. Yeah. Democrats are not a monolith.
But why can't you say when Democrats are wrong? And why can't Republicans say when Republicans are wrong?
I'll tell you when Democrats are wrong.
So you don't think Joe Biden is wrong?
No, I don't. And can I just point this out to you? Pardon power,
you're ridiculous.
Right? I didn't say you were ridiculous, Ms. Goldberg.
Yeah,
I would never. I said that. I just think that's ridiculous.
Think about it this way.
Charlamagne, the way you hopped up that seat, I said, oh, no. First of all, when you said under your breath, that's ridiculous. I said, oh, I already knew.
Well, drop on the clues bombs for Whoopi Goldberg. I love Whoopi. Okay, I had no problem jumping up to hug and kiss her when she asked because I know how media works and I didn't want those headlines to be crazy. Okay, but even with that, even with me getting up to hug and kiss her, the headlines are still Charlamagne the God clashes with Whoopi Goldberg. That wasn't a clash. Yeah. It wasn't tense. It was a healthy debate.
Yeah, they did make it. The headline I read, I thought y'all was about to be going at it. Then I watched it. I was like, this is normal. He shouldn't have said that last ridiculous under his breath like that.
So all somebody do is got to ask you for a kiss and you just jump up and give it to him?
Man, shut up, man. Shut up, okay?
I'm confused. Though. Are you upset that he gave her the kiss, or because you feel like he was doing, like, you don't want your man out here doing all that?
I'm just curious.
You don't like a friendly guy?
I'm just curious.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't say she was ridiculous. I said the thought, the notion of Biden not being wrong is ridiculous because I stand on what I said. The reason people think Biden is wrong is because he said it was wrong. The reason people are upset about Biden pardoning his son is because Biden told us we should be upset about him pardoning his son. He said over and over and over again that he wouldn't do that because nobody is above the law, that he respects America's institutions, but clearly that was just lip service, a bunch of cap. Nobody is mad about him pardoning his son, but standing on a political moral high ground like you above doing that is what people have a problem with.
Yeah, but then we also said that people can change their mind, right? There could have been things that he thought that, he might have thought Kamala was winning. He might have thought Kamala was going to win.
You know I'm from Delaware. I feel like men from Delaware be lying, and I'm tired of it. Okay? I done been through enough. This triggered me, all right? Damn. I just feel like if pardoning your son is like a no-brainer. It's like, duh. Like, why not just come out and say, you know what? I'm going to do it, and that's it. Like, why did we have right after Trump won, the PR person for the White House, what's her name? John Pierre.
Right after Trump won, that's probably when he changed his mind.
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't get her name right. I apologize. But she came out and said no again. And then they had some turkey and then it changed.
Yep.
Man from Delaware, I'm trying to tell you.
And so many people from the Biden administration, some of them are remaining anonymous, they've all said they knew he was getting a pardon from the beginning. They actually said Hunter wouldn't even have pled guilty if he knew he wasn't getting granted clemency. So cut the cap.
Yeah, because a lot of people thought that he could have beat that without pleading guilty. But okay, anyway, I'm glad that you were able to, kiss and hug it out.
Y'all cool, though.
Of course. I love Miss Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm just mad she ain't going to get that switch for you. That's what it was giving. She was about to put you over her lap. Old school.
Charlamagne was shook. You see how fast he got up?
Yo.
Your mom, get the remote. He was like, all right.
Your legs were swinging in that seat, wasn't they, Charlotte? Because when you jumped, I'm like, oh, that was a little jump for him.
Yeah, he definitely jumped out that chair.
Y'all can't take nothing serious, huh?
Nope.
No, no, not at all. All right, so yesterday also in New York, Flavor Flav attended the Christmas tree lighting at Rockefeller Center. Now, this is a big deal. It happens every year for those of you guys who are not in New York and do not know. So it was lit yesterday, Wednesday night. They had a bunch of different performances. For the second year in a row, Kelly Clarkson hosted the event. Mm-hmm. You had special guest performers like the Backstreet Boys, Jennifer Hudson, the Radio City Rockettes, like a bunch of different people. Now, Flavor Flav was there just attending as, one of the celebrities that were there.
An invited guest, right?
An invited guest.
Right.
Well, okay, so here's where it gets confusing because most of the time when the celebrities are there, they are invited guests. Mm-hmm. But Flavor Flav is like really close with the Backstreet Boys. So he knew that they were performing. He went backstage to go say hello. Now, Flav tweeted that when he went backstage, he had some issues, which made me kind of feel like, well, did y'all invite him? Because NBC, the Christmas tree lighting airs on NBC and Peacock. So basically, Flavor Flav said he went backstage, and then he said he felt weird because he said he was invited, but he was escorted backstage to see the Backstreet Boys, and then at the same time, somebody came in the dressing room, a security guard, and said NBC does not want you in this area, and that he had to leave. At the same time, he says a social media woman came up and said, let's capture some social media content. And he was tweeting yesterday and asking, what did I ever do to anybody at NBC? All he ever tries to do is spread love and joy. And he says, actually, I think I worked with NBC when I did the Olympics, so I'm confused. He then deleted the tweet and tweeted another tweet that said, I deleted the tweet, but his spirit was still broken. He did stay after and, took pictures and things of that nature, but that's embarrassing.
Well, listen, it sounds like either one or two things. Sounds like it was either, some young people who didn't know who Flavor Flav was, or a security guard who was just doing their job. Because if you tell a security guard, nobody can come back here, especially after a day like yesterday in New York, after the shooting of the CEO of United Healthcare, I'm sure everybody was on high alert. So if you tell a security guard, nobody can come back here without the proper credentials, if they don't have the proper credentials, the security guard is just doing their job.
Yeah, it could have been the Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys could have said, we don't want nobody back here. We're about to perform. Just keep it clear.
He was taking pictures with some of them, though.
I don't know.
But Flavor Flav is not you recognize Flavor Flav when you see Flavor Flav,
absolutely,
bro. Like everybody.
But if I'm getting paid to do a job, and I'm just speculating here. If I'm getting paid to do a job as a security guard, and you tell me nobody should be back here without the proper credentials, I love you, Flav, but I got kids to feed.
I got a job to do.
That's right. That's right.
I hear you. Well, I did reach out to NBC trying to figure out what happened, because I feel like Flavor Flav is one of those people that he's just always there and happy. So what harm does he cause? But I haven't heard back from NBC yet.
I don't feel like this got nothing to do with NBC. I really don't. I think this has got to do with whatever the venue was.
Security company, right?
And the security company. I really do.
Well, I did also reach out to, there's a Rockefeller tree, a website or whatever that
Where do you get these damn numbers from? You reached out to the Rockefeller tree people?
Now you're just making up stuff.
I swear to God, on the website, there's a website and there's a press
at the Rockefeller tree.
The Rockefeller tree. The Rockefeller tree.
Don't play with me, because y'all know. And MV actually this morning, I'm like, you Mr. New York, okay? I need another source. Ain't nobody getting back to me.
So you got the Rockefeller tree. You reached out to the Rockefeller tree. How'd you
It's a website.
Hey, Lauren will call the tree. Lauren will ask the tree. Lauren, did you see anything? Rockefeller tree. Did you see anything?
Baby, and don't let a leaf fall, because now that's a witness, and I gotta talk to the leaf too. Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Period.
My goodness. All right.
Because we need to know.
That was Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRose. So now when we come back, we got front page news. Morgan Wood will be joining us, and then Tika Sumter will be here. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.